In sport it's the professionals that always win the glory, but Robin is the amateur, and that's a different story.
Hello, Jack.
Robin!
How's everyone in Stevenford?
Well enough.
Good. Now, you've saved me a journey. I was coming out to your village. 30 men-at-arms passed right down your main street on Tuesday. Not one word of warning did your people give us.
It was market day. I was away.
Yes, but not everyone in the village was at market. 6 of my men were trapped.
Aye, and a warm business it was, fighting our way out again.
You've got to keep a proper lookout. What's happened in Stevenford? You used to be our strongest supporters.
You can't count on us, Robin. Not anymore.
Why not? What's wrong?
The village have turned against you.
But why?
It's all this robbing of poor peasants. Even women now, they say.
Oh, come now, Jack. You know us better than that.
All that I do, Robin, and I try and tell them. An old Tom was robbed on his way home from Nottingham last night. Only a few pence, but the young rascals were part of your band, so he said. And now the whole village has turned against you.
Well, you can tell them that they're not any part of my band. I'll come out and talk to your people later. I'll see you at the village.
Right, Robin.
Where's Little John?
He went on ahead to smell out the deer. He said he'd meet you at the ash copse.
No, dear brother. That is not the way I see it at all. The holy St. Dunstan has taught us to be resolute and bold in the face of danger. Go!
If you want to live, drop those staves. Now your purses and be quick.
But if you take our purses, we won't be able to get to Canterbury.
We're on a pilgrimage.
So you won't be able to get to Canterbury. You're breaking my heart. Throw 'em on the ground.
You should be ashamed of yourselves, fine-looking lads like you.
Hurry, that's our looks. Wait till I tell Robin Hood he'll raise our wages. Come on, Robin said not to hang around.
Help! Help! Thieves! Robin! Help! 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 Thieves! Robbers! Murderers! We've been ambushed!
Well,
Oh, sir.
all right. Now, calm yourself. Who's robbed you?
That way. They took our purses and went that way.
Who did?
2 cutthroats, 2 of Robin Hood's men.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
How do you know?
Because I'm Robin Hood.
Robin? Oh, but what do you want of us? We're only pilgrims. Your men have already stolen all our money.
Now, look, understand this. Neither I nor any of my men robbed pilgrims. But we'll find out who did. What do they look like?
Very young. Only boys, but ruffians.
Can you describe them?
Oh, yes, indeed I can, yes. One of them had eyes that were either grey or brown. Looked very like a nephew of mine in Woodstock, my
thank you
sister's
so
boy.
very much.
But except that he's got this enormous wart on
Thank
his
you. That's
face,
very,
we can
very
see for
helpful.
miles away.
We'll do better to take after them, Little John. They can't have got far. Now, you say they went this way?
Yes, good sir.
Gone to the Abbey. But what would these bully boys be doing there?
I don't know. But the abbot's a friend of ours. I'll go and have a chat with him. You better go back to camp.
To be perfectly frank, we do have some unruly fellows within these walls, particularly among the younger postulants.
But surely you don't intend to make monks out of them.
Goodness, no. They haven't even entered the novitiate. They wear ordinary lay clothes and perform whatever functions the novice master assigns them. Quite young boys, for the most part.
So are the fellows I'm after. About 16 or 17 years old, I should guess. Tell me more about these boys, my Lord Abbot. How many of them are there?
15 or so. They're the product of our times. The young generation seems to have no respect to the values we lived by when I was a boy.
But why do they come here in the first place?
They don't come, they're brought by their parents. As infants sometimes. We have had them left at the gate in a basket.
And the parents know that you'll bring them up and find a place in the church for them.
Yes, and sometimes we're successful. But generally speaking, you can't make a monk out of a man unless he's decided of his own accord that that's what he wants to be.
But when you see that they're not cut out for the church, can't you send them back to their homes?
Many of them don't have homes anymore.
I see your problem, my Lord Abbot. Well, these boys that I'm after have got to be stopped now, unless they're going to turn into hardened criminals.
So if there are boys here who are going secretly over the walls to rob travelers, I want to know about it.
Then let me stay here in the Abbey. I'll soon find out for you who they are.
You are very concerned about it, Master Robin? Are you afraid of the competition?
No, it's not that, Father. No, I don't want my band to be blamed for these petty robberies. These are children. To them, it's just a game that's going to end in worse than robbery. That's why I want your help.
Lord, you may have it, you may have it. I'll do all I can to help. But since this involves highway robbery, I must defer to your greater experience.
Quia enim illuc ascenderunt tribus Domini testimonium Israel ad confidendum Domini nostri. Quia sederant in... Yes. Sederant in ie ad super domum David. Godric. Godric, will you tell us what that last verse means in English?
The last verse beginning where?
At the beginning. Quia illic sederant.
Well, quia means, whenever or although, doesn't it? Say the whole verse again to me slowly.
Never mind. That will be 10 lashes from Father Constantius after Vespers. Francis, you translate.
Because there are sitting the thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David.
The thrones of the house of David. Excellent. You may sit down. Oh! What is it, Francis?
I've been stabbed. By a thorn.
The boy that did that will receive 30 lashes. 15 from Brother Constantius and 15 from Brother Wolston.
Perhaps it wasn't a boy. Perhaps it was one of Satan's demons tormenting poor Francis.
I remember the story you told us about St. Cuthbert and his writing table.
Why a thorn?
To make it seem like a boy.
I will not have laughter. The next boy that misbehaves goes before the abbot.
Or like Mahomet and the mountain, the abbot will come to him. I've a new probationer for you to educate, Brother Hildebrand.
Isn't he a little mature?
Mature in worldly sin, but an ignorant beginner in the paths of righteousness. Clyde of Coxburn, a candidate for the lay brotherhood.
But these are all children. What am I supposed to do with this lot? Sing them to sleep, play pat a cake with them? I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving.
You have no choice, Clyde of Coxburn. You have no choice.
Oh, that's right. The tonsure or the scaffold. That's what the Duke said. The old devil, he knew that one was as bad as the other.
You think so? Then I shall be happy to send you back to His Grace's executioner.
No. On further thought, I think I prefer the monastic life. Provided I don't have to associate too closely with these dainty little psalm singers.
You have much false pride left in you for a knight condemned as a robber and worse. He needs stern treatment to win him over to virtue. Brother Wolfston and Brother Constantius are walking in the cloister if you need to call upon their services.
Take a seat, Clyde. Over there amongst the boys.
I like this seat. Latin. You know, you can't say I'm not educated. I can tell it's Latin just by looking at it.
Get out of my seat.
Are you challenging me for it?
It is mine.
Mark that, boys, a mistake in grammar. He said it is his seat when he should have said it was his seat.
Brother Woolston, Brother Constantius.
I'm thirsty. Bring me something to wet my throat. Do they serve wine in this filthy dungeon?
Seize him. He's a troublemaker. Well, take him to his pallet in the dormitory.
Dormitory? Oh, you mean my bed? I don't have to stay here in this nursery. All right, brothers, you may stop quaking with fear. I'll come with you peacefully.
If we could get a man like that to join us, we'd put Robin Hood himself out of business.